أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Madam Council, viewers and listeners, members of the press, good morning and welcome back to our daily proceedings of this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. For our next item on our today's agenda, I have the honor to yield the floor to Madam Chair. Madam Chair, over to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I will call on Honorable Sila to lead us in Muslim prayers and Honorable Joyner to lead us in Christian prayers. Thank you,
Madam. أعوذ بالله من الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father God, to you be all the glory for the great things you have done and the greater things you will do in our lives. We are eternally grateful for your covering over our lives. Lead us daily in your own way. Teach us to be pure and true. Show us what we ought to do, and may your grace continue to abide with us now and forevermore. Amen.
Register, please call in the witness.
Good morning, Mr. Witness. You can place your envelope on the table. Can you stand here? Mr. Witness, good morning and welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. What is your religion?
Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Make an affirmation.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to make an affirmation. Mr. Witness, can you use your right hand and raise it into the air and then repeat after me? I, Yaya, do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Thank you. You may be kindly seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Yaya.
Good morning, ma.
Your voice seems to be very low. We would kindly request that you speak up a bit,
okay,
so that we can hear you.
Okay.
And you are welcome once again.
Thank you, ma.
You can move your chair a bit to the mic. Thank you. Council, can you please proceed?
Good morning. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good morning, Honorable Commissioners and everyone present. Mr. Witness, can you please tell the Commission what your name is?
My name is Yaya.
And what is your address?
I live at Sinchubalia.
Mr. Ba, you work for the Brikama Area Council?
Yes.
Since when?
Since 1st of March 2005.
2005?
2005, yes.
Do you have your appointment letter with you?
Yes.
And your confirmation letter, were you confirmed?
Yes.
Can we please see those letters?
Yes, confirmation.
Mr. Ba, where are the original letters? These are photocopies.
Yes.
Where is the original?
Unless I charge them in my house.
You don't have the original? You don't have them with you currently?
No, no.
So when can you produce the originals?
Well, I'll have to look for them.
You have to what?
At home. I'll have to look for them at home.
Mr. Ba, what you have to do depends on you, but when can you produce it? That's the question.
Possibly before Friday, inshallah.
For Friday. We applied to tender a temporal appointment letter dated the 28th of February 2005, addressed to Yaya, signed by the Acting Chief Executive Officer, and a confirmation of appointment. The date is 1st of September 2005, addressed to Mr. Yaya, signed by Mr. Ibrahim Sawane, Acting Administrative Officer for the CEO, Brikama Area Council. Madam Chairperson, these documents are photocopies. The witness said he will bring the originals before Friday. Is that correct, Mr. Ba?
Yes.
This one. A letter dated the 28th of February 2005 with reference BAC slash 019 slash A addressed to Mr. Yaya, Western Division, the Gambia, with the caption Temporal Appointment Letter. It is signed by the Acting Chief Executive Officer, and it's copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, Director of Finance, the Establishment Committee of Brikama Area Council. The second letter is dated the 1st of September 2005 with reference BAC slash 019 slash A addressed to Mr. Yaya, Accounts Clerk, Brikama Area Council, with the caption Confirmation of Appointment. The letter is signed by Mr. Ibrahim Sawane, Acting Administrative Officer, for and on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer, and the letter is copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, Director of Finance. Both letters are admitted together as an exhibit in evidence and marked as LGC/YB/BKAC/001.
Ask the Commission, please.
And Mr. Ba, please, we expect to have the originals of this by Thursday. Thank you.
Endeavor to get them.
You said?
I'll endeavor to get them.
No, we are ordering you to bring it. It's not like endeavoring. If you don't see it, you will come back here and report to say that you did not see the original.
Okay, no.
All right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Saba, please tell the Commission what your educational background is.
Have an ordinary level with Muslim high school. A level.
Which year was that?
1997.
Okay.
1999, A level with St. Augustine's High School. 2001, got a diploma in business studies at the MDI. 2021, BSc in accountancy at the University of the Gambia.
All right. So it is granted that you can read and write, correct?
Yes.
And you recall giving a statement that was recorded to the investigators of the Commission?
Yes.
Do you understand what I said?
With regards to?
Your statement was obtained. You gave a statement to the investigators.
Yes, I did.
You were interviewed and you gave your own version. It was recorded and you signed against it.
Yes.
Do you recall this?
Yes.
Now we will give you a copy of that statement. Please, you'll have to go through it and you will tell the Commission whether that's the statement that was obtained from you.
Yes, it is.
Now the statements, I see attachments there. There are some documents that are attached to the statement. Correct, sir?
Yes.
Are these the vouchers that you have referred to in your statement?
Vouchers, yes.
So the statement is accompanied with vouchers that are referenced in your statement.
Statement, yes.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes, it is.
Now, we apply to tender a statement as identified by the witness, Yaya Ba, dated the 26th of March 2024, and it is signed by Yaya Ba himself. And accompanying the statement are vouchers that are referenced in the statement by Mr. Yaya Ba into evidence as an exhibit, Honorable Chairperson.
The witness statement dated this 26th of March 2024, being the statement of Mr. Yaya, and attached to this statement are 11 documents mentioned in the said statement. The statement is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and marked as LGC/YB/BKAC/002.
As the commission places. Now, what was your rank in 2018? Your rank or the position that you held in 2018?
In 2018, I was a senior accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk.
Yes.
And you were in that position for how long?
I've been a senior accounts clerk since 2012.
Since 2012?
Yes.
Now, do you have your promotion letter to a senior accounts clerk?
Yes, here is a
May I
promotion letter dated 1st of March 2013.
May I please see the letter? Again, do you have the original letter?
Well, I'll search for it.
Please produce the original letter by Thursday. We applied to tender a promotion letter addressed to Mr. Yaya, dated the 27th of February 2013, signed by Modu Jonga for the CEO for Brikama Area Council, with reference number BAC/019/A, to the position of, is it accounts clerk or senior accounts clerk? It is written here as accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk, okay. So you were accounts clerk before?
Yes, I was appointed as an accounts clerk.
Into evidence as an exhibit.
A letter dated the 27th of February 2013, with reference BAC/019/A, addressed to Mr. Yaya, Accounts Clerk, Brikama Area Council, West Coast Region, with the caption promotion. The letter is signed for and on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer by Mr. Modu Jonga, Senior Admin Officer. The letter is copied to the Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council, and Chairperson, Local Government Service Commission. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and marked as LGC/YB/BKAC/003.
As the commission places. Now, Mr. Ba, in your statement, I want you to clarify the period 2012 to 2018, because you have said, if you see line 7 of your statement, that in 2012 I was promoted to senior accounts clerk. Do you have a statement with you?
Yes.
Now in 2017, I was redeployed to the rates unit as acting rates manager. Is that accurate, sir?
2018, yes.
2018? No, I see in your statement 2017.
Sorry, that was a mistake then. It's 2018.
So it was in 2018 you were redeployed to,
Yes.
or as
As an acting rates manager.
Do you have
Yes.
that correspondence?
Yes, it's,
Let me please see
it's
that.
here.
We applied to tender an internal transfer letter addressed to Yaya, dated the 28th of June 2018, into evidence as an exhibit. Signed by Mr. Mamsid Jallo, Chief Executive Officer, and the reference number is BAC/019/A.
A letter dated the 28th of June 2018 with reference BAC/019/8 addressed to Mr. Yaya, Senior Accounts Clerk, with the caption internal transfer. The letter is signed by Mr. Mamsid Jallo, CEO of Brikama Area Council, and is copied to the Chairman, Brikama Area Council, Director of Finance, Brikama Area Council. The letter is admitted in evidence as an exhibit and marked as LGC/YB/BKAC/004.
As the commission places, may I please have exhibit 004? Now, how long were you did you occupy this position as the rates unit and as the acting rates manager?
Almost 3 years.
3 years.
Around that.
Yes, please tell us.
Yes. From 2017 to 2021, I was also.
From 2017
to 2021.
No, you were the rates manager in 2018. That's what it says.
2018, 2018 to 2021.
So before 2018, you were.
Before 2018.
Before this promotion or redeployment.
I was a senior accounts clerk.
Senior accounts clerk.
Yes.
And in June you were transferred.
Yes.
As the rate and tax manager.
Yes, acting.
Acting rate and tax manager. And you were there for how long?
2 years, some months.
2 years. That would be?
Between 2018 to 2021.
2020. Right.
Yes.
Now in 2020, were you promoted or you were redeployed?
2021, I was redeployed.
So from the acting rates and tax manager, you went straight to become the finance manager too?
Acting finance manager too.
Too, in 2021.
2020.
But you've held this position until your promotion in 2021.
Yes.
Is that what you are saying?
Yes, yes.
But were you confirmed?
No.
As an acting Rates and Tax Manager.
No.
And you were there for 3 years.
Yeah, the local service commission was written to, but well, they declined the offer, saying that I was still at the university. So
that was not an offer. But please proceed.
Yes. So they turned out the letter that I cannot be promoted, I cannot be confirmed unless I complete my degree. At that time, I was at the university.
Which year did you enroll?
I enrolled in 2016.
2016.
Second semester.
Do you have the letter that was written to the local government service commission?
Well, I don't have it here with me, but
Please,
it's in my file.
Please get that letter to us.
Okay.
Let us really understand what you're talking about.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Yes.
But your story is, or your evidence is that they were written to by the area council, the CEO?
No.
By the CEO?
No, they wrote to the local service commission.
Brikama area council wrote to
Local, yes. The local government service commission.
Yes.
For me to be confirmed.
Yes.
But they wrote back and saying that I cannot be confirmed unless I complete my BSc.
But if you cannot be confirmed, how were you acting there? In what capacity were you acting if you were not qualified?
Well, it remains the same acting as the...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you are in an acting capacity, it just probably just makes sense that you would have been qualified to hold that position. But if they are saying that you're not qualified to hold the position, because in essence that's what they were saying,
Yes.
then it appears to me that your acting capacity, perhaps as well for 3 years, would not have been really justifiable. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So how were you promoted to this acting capacity as a manager? Was it in a meeting you attended, or was it just a normal
No,
transfer?
I was just given a letter that
Yes.
I've been...
Now, you held this position for 3 years as a rates and tax manager. What was your primary role?
My primary role was to make sure the rates and tax collectors do their works correctly and on time.
How do you know this?
By doing random weekly checks.
No, but how do you know that was your role? It was
And
not,
also monitor their submissions,
how do you monitor their submissions?
because they do come to submit every Thursday.
Two?
They do come to submit every Thursday.
Yes.
So what I do is I have a list. I give the list to the cashier so as to, for anyone that comes to submit, would write your name, amount, and sign.
What will that list contain?
The name of the collector, the amount, and the signature.
But was that effective?
Well, it wasn't.
Why?
Best known to most of the collectors.
No, you were the manager.
Yeah, some of them, you will call them, because as of Thursday, you will not know actually all those who will know unless close of day.
Okay.
After that, then you will call the collector. Why didn't you come for submission? Then the collector will tell you, I'm sick, or I have an urgent thing to attend to, but tomorrow I'll come.
All right.
Yes, so when that happens, I will give them second chance till the
Second chance?
Yeah, that is the following Friday. That is Friday.
Yes.
If they don't come, what I did was I had a measure that after Friday, if you don't come, I'll go to your station.
Okay.
Confiscate your book, both the GTR and the cash book, and take it to the office and tell you, unless you come for submission, you will not get these books. But that did not go fine with...
Why?
Well, because I was not allowed to continue with that trend.
Who did not allow you to continue that trend?
My superiors.
Who were your superiors?
I was not directly under the
Now you have you have a degree.
Yes.
In what?
Accountancy.
You've studied for 4 years?
Yes.
At the University of the Gambia?
Yes.
So I'm sure you would be in a position to be confident. You speak very clearly. The commissioners need to hear you, and the president is live as well. So we really need to hear what you're saying clearly.
Yes.
Yes, and you don't really have to.
Yes, because
once you start to mention names, you now start to murmur. No, just you have to be honest in your testimony.
Yeah. Then my boss, the director, told me that you have to stop this. You have to be lenient with the collectors. You don't have to be harsh.
Mr. Ba, is it a problem to say that?
No, it is not.
Now say it clearly.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, you're not saying it clearly.
My boss, the director, told me that I have to be lenient with the collectors. I don't have to act very strict on the collectors like I'm somebody who is very rigid or very merciless on the collectors. So I have to take it easy with them.
Who was your boss at the time?
Alhaji Jang was my boss.
Alhaji Jang cautioned you that you don't have to be strict.
Yes.
That you don't have to really do what you think was right at the time.
Yes, because...
And you must stop that exercise.
Yeah, because it's like the collectors were complaining that I was too harsh on them.
But you were not harsh. The issue was they were not coming forward to do their submissions. Is that not your case was?
And with that, I don't do it alone. I made sure that I had the company of the internal auditor that I will go with.
Yes.
Because I was not doing it in isolation or doing it alone.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I make sure I go with the internal auditor himself.
Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Suleiman Barry?
Yes.
And this was an exercise that you think was effective?
Yeah, I think, yes. For the first 1 or 2, 3 weeks, it was very effective because the moment you take the GTR from them and the cash book, it would oblige them to come and submit.
Now, why do you think they were not coming forward for Thursday submissions, mainly? What do you think was the main issue?
Most of them, their excuses were only with regards to I have an urgent matter to go and solve. I was not well.
They used the money?
My daughter is sick. And so those are some of the excuses they would be giving. But tomorrow I'll come or, yes.
To be direct, do they use the money? That is why they give you that excuse?
Well, I cannot say per se that they use the money or not.
No, you can say that. If you have done, wait a minute, you can say that. If you have done, I'm not putting words into your mouth. I'm just, what you are saying,
yes.
If I want to understand it individually, in my opinion, it appears as if they could not come on Thursdays because some will give you other excuses, which if you add 1 + 1, it appears as if the money was not there with them at that time, so they can only wait until they kind of get the money back and then they come and pay. Well, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I understand what you're trying to say.
Were you having instances when you was taking these cash books from them and then for forcing them, well, by doing that to come and submit, have you had instances where the monies that they collect were short, that they could not account for it entirely?
Yeah, well, for me, what I do is the moment I take your cash book from you, I'll tell you anything that you have, go and give it to the cashier, let him receipt you, then you come for your book, because what I do is when I confiscate the books, I make sure I leave it with the auditor so that when they come, they will be audited, then they will come and submit.
But do they now follow the process and be audited?
Yes.
Have you had instances where they were short from the collections that they have done in the week?
Well, because it would be very difficult.
It's a very direct question that I asked you.
No, because they will not come to me directly after that.
Mr. Bah.
Yes.
You said that if they did not come for the Thursday submissions,
yes,
what you will do
yes.
is go with the internal auditor.
Yes.
You will get the cash book from them,
Yes.
come back to the office,
Yes.
and you will ask that when they go to the cashier and make payment and they are audited,
Yes.
they will now come to you for you to hand them their book back, correct?
No, when we go to collect the books, when we come,
Yes,
I'll keep the book
yes,
until when they come on Friday.
yes,
Then the person will tell me that I've come to submit.
yes.
Then I'll give the person the book.
No, they will first show you evidence of the submission.
Yes, they will bring the money
Yes.
at that instant, because even if they were short at before, when they come in, they will make sure they will gather the money. So to me, they will present the actual amount. That is,
Do they show you the money or they show you the receipt?
no, they will show me that I have the money, or they will bring the receipt already deposited. Then I will give them their books. Then they will go to the audited, then come to the cashier for.
What you are saying is totally contrary to what we have found. What we have seen from these revenue collectors, and it includes the unit you manage, the rates and taxes unit, is all of them, no one is an exception. All of them have series of monies that they can account for. Even the time you were the rates manager, they have lots of monies that they can account for. So that's why I asked, were you aware of situations wherein they couldn't account for certain monies that they collect? It's a very simple question. You have followed the commission. You work for Brikama Area Council. You know that's a trend. You know it's true.
Yes.
We want to hear from you.
Yes, but I was not aware because.
That's not true.
No.
That cannot be true, Mr. But come on, everyone knows it's common knowledge.
No. Those who come for submission, those people can have a shortage, but they will come for submission. That is something that they would.
Let me show you this lodgement logs.
Yes. So we.
This
lodgement logs was not in my time.
It was not in your time. This was after 2020.
Yes.
So in your time, what was the system of accounting?
You just come for submission, go straight to audited, then go to the cashier, and you are receipted. Then you go.
Now, you said you always have records of the amount that they would have to submit.
Yeah, that was where I was to take a reference of those who come and those who did not come.
No, you go ahead. Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Badi, the recording, is it a cash book?
Yes.
It's a cash book.
The cash book, yes.
Can you avail us the cash book that you were using?
No. It's not cash book. Just piece of paper that I would use I would just write it.
Mr. Badi, do you want us to agree with you? It is not a cash book that you were using to enter the data that you told us.
No. I was.
You
not,
enter?
No, I was not using the cash book.
Now, how do you direct the collectors to go and do their reconciliations? You write it in that same piece of paper?
No, what I do is I just give the piece of paper to the cashier.
Which cashier?
The principal cashier, because they will come to him for receipting. So from there on, when they come, then he will tell them that your boss said that if you come, you write your name here and the amount you submitted, and you sign. So that is how I was doing it. There was no specific document that I was using to. I was just using it was just a trend of knowing those who are coming during the week.
Is that what the financial manual said?
Well, actually, I cannot refer to.
Sorry?
I won't say that was what the financial manual was saying.
But did you know that there was a financial manual, and have you ever gone through the financial manual?
No. I knew there was a financial manual, but I never went through it.
Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Now, as the rates manager at the time, you said you were monitoring the activities of the collectors, correct?
Yes.
Now, you told us that you have given the cashier the amount that each of them would have to pay.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, please.
What I said is, I will produce a piece of paper, write the on top submission for that date, name, collector, then amount, signature. So when they come, the collector will write his name, then the amount that he submits and signs. So that is the reference that I will use to know on that particular day, those who come for submission and those who did not come for submission. Yes, it's not about me telling the cashier that this is the amount that this person will submit or this, no.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Now, how do you have a way of knowing how much each collector collects for the week or for the day before they come for submission?
No.
You don't?
No.
Now, who hands them these GTRs?
Yes, previously I used to hand them the GTRs, but
Okay.
yes.
But go ahead.
But later it was assigned to somebody
When?
else. That was around between 2022, 2023, around that time.
Please increase your voice.
2023, around 2022, 2023.
Yeah, that's probably at the later stage, right? The later stage.
Yes.
Now, my question is,
Yes.
if you hand them over the GTR in 2018, how many revenue collectors were under you? Do you have a register that you've kept in 2018? To know the revenue collectors, the number that worked under you directly, that you supervised in your time as the manager.
30 plus, because
So
at some
do you have a register?
yeah, I used to have a list of where I
Do you have a register?
no, not a register per se, but I had the list.
You have a list on a piece of paper?
Yes, I typed it in my computer then.
Everything you have is on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
So where's the file? Where's your file? Your office? You have a file?
No.
Do you keep a file?
No.
So how are you performing your functions?
Right, I was doing things with regards to the way it was like the trend that I found,
What was the trend that you found?
that you will check on the collectors every 2 or 3 weeks.
There were no records as far as you're concerned.
Yes, there were
The trend you found, there were no records.
There were no
No
records.
filing system.
There are
No data
no.
with respect to the people you manage.
Yes.
Everything is stored in your brain. It's very, very much manual.
Yes,
And so when you left the office, you have no records to hand over, nothing.
no.
But you were paid for it. That's what you were paid to do. You were paid to operate a system. You were paid to keep records. So you came in, you were, I will say, promoted. They didn't transfer. You occupied an office. You were there for 3 years or thereabout. You left, and then everything has to start from scratch because you did not keep any records. You don't even know how many people that you supervised?
Yes, around 39 collectors.
No, please increase your voice.
Around 39 collectors.
Around is not a definitive figure. That's my point. You don't know how many people you supervised in 2018.
Yeah, because in between, many collectors were moved from the rates to the value.
Move 15 and 20 in every minute, you still have the figures, the records. That's why you should keep records.
Yes.
But you don't even know the people that you supervise. So it would not be effective, would it be?
No, definitely.
Yeah, it would not be effective. And that's why I said, if you hand over the GTRs to these revenue collectors each, how often do you hand them these GTRs? How often do they exhaust these GTRs?
Well, it depends.
On?
Some on the collector.
What does it depend on?
Some of them would finish a GTR in the week.
In the week, that is 100 receipts.
Yes, sometimes you have 100 receipts, sometimes you have 50.
So when they exhaust the GTR, what should happen?
Yes,
Normally,
when they
what do you
exhaust the GTR,
Yes.
you are not handed over any GTR unless you come and submit audited
To? Who do they submit to?
the cashier.
The GTR that is exhausted is submitted to the cashier?
No. The GTR would be submitted to our office.
To you?
Yes.
Mr. Ba said it will be submitted to me.
Yeah, the
Then you will
GTR would
understand.
be, yeah, the GTR
You
would be-
hand the GTR over to them, and if it is exhausted, it has to be taken back to
yeah,
you.
they will have to take it back to me.
Now, do you reconcile?
Yes.
How do you reconcile?
They will have to bring the GTR that is signed, stamped and signed by the auditors.
Yes.
Yes. If not, you will not be given an
And you
order.
look at that against you look at that against the duplicate, and you will know whether and the CRBR. Do you do that?
No. Actually, what happens is when you come, when you go to audit, you are audited, the book is finished, you come to demand for another book. So what I would do is I will take the GTR that is finished, look at it, see that everything is signed, stamped by audit. Then we had a book where we would write against your name that you have you have
Where is that
surrendered.
book?
That book was at the office. It was at the office.
It was what?
It's at the office.
Who has custody of that book?
At the moment, the accounts clerk is having that.
But that book was under your custody as the manager.
Yes.
For
Not as the manager as per se, because it's like acting manager still now.
But it was in your custody, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's just the bottom line here.
Yes.
Now we will request that you produce that book from, is it 2018 to 2021? That you occupy this position as the acting manager?
Yes.
Yes. So we will record, how do you call that book?
The CRBR.
The CRBR.
Yes.
So please produce it. Madam Chair, we applied that the witness produce the CRBR from 2018 to 2021, when he occupied the position of a rate and tax manager.
Yes.
Mr. Va,
Yes.
you are ordered to produce the book on or before Thursday
Okay.
this week.
Inshallah.
Yeah. Council, we may proceed.
Thank you. Now, 2018, 2021, Mr. Ba, you were the acting rates and tax manager. But we see that your name had appeared in most of these withdrawals that were made from the accounts of the area council.
Yes.
In that period.
Yes.
But in that period, or those periods, you were not the accounts clerk as well. You were just the acting rates and tax manager.
But then I was responsible of paying the salaries of the staffs.
As the rates and tax manager,
Yes.
you are responsible also to pay salary as well?
Yes.
No, you don't have the responsibility. How are you given the responsibility?
The position of acting manager found me doing payment.
No, but I'm just saying,
Yes.
and please correct me if I'm wrong, acting rate and tax manager, your TOR doesn't cover paying salary, does it?
Well, but then.
No, let's just first have what obtains. You were not supposed to pay salary.
Well, you know, most of the time when you were.
Let's first go by your position, and then you tell us what
Yes.
was happening on the ground.
Yes.
Were you supposed to pay salary as rate and tax manager?
No.
No. Now, please continue what you wanted to say.
Yes, I was the one paying salaries. So when these positions came up, that the responsibility of paying salaries was still with me, and I was doing the payment.
No, that's not correct.
Yes.
When you were transferred as a rate and tax manager, there was a senior accounts clerk and an accounts clerk, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So you were no longer in that unit. Why were you still paying salaries?
Well, that was how it was.
No, but why were you paying salaries?
Because the responsibility was still with me. It was not taken away from me.
No, by implication,
Yes.
by operation, you no longer have the responsibility.
But then, that's
then
that's what I was told, that I should be doing the payments.
Who told you you should be making the payments?
The director.
Who was the director?
Jeng was the director.
Jeng authorized that you have to be paying salaries?
Yes.
Even when you were transferred to the position of an acting rate and tax manager, that you were still paying salaries?
Yes, because for them, this position was just acting.
And so?
So most of the responsibilities of my responsibilities as the senior accounts clerk, we are still.
But there was a paying out cashier. There was a paying out cashier. Who was there?
Yes, but
there were
then,
accounts clerks who were present.
Yes, but
there were senior accounts clerks who were present. Well, so why were you paying salaries?
Well, I've been paying salaries for quite a long time, even well before Jeng.
But that's not the question.
Yes.
You paying salaries for quite a long time is not the issue here. Yes. The issue here is you no longer occupy that substantive role.
Yeah, but then still the responsibility was not taken away from me, and it was given to me to be paying the salaries.
Fine.
Yes.
That's all right. And now, in your statement, the last paragraph of the first page, you had discussed the issue of the withdrawals. You had said that on the issue of several withdrawals from various council accounts amounting to the total sum of $11,470,351 two truths, I confirm making the said withdrawals from council accounts for council, and most of the said withdrawals are related to salary payments. Now, how were you paying these salaries?
Yes, when we prepare the salaries.
Yes. How do you prepare salaries?
The salaries are prepared in the system.
Tell us the system, how salaries were prepared. You have now put yourself in the position of paying salary.
Yes.
Even when you were not the accounts.
There was a
no, wait a minute. You have now found yourself paying salary even when you are no longer occupying that post.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Now, how were you paying salaries?
Yes. When the salaries are prepared, they will be taken to the audit for audit.
How are salaries prepared? There was
a system that we are using.
What was the system?
The metric system.
Okay. What is the metric system?
It was an accounting package.
I know.
Yes.
Which is? Explain it to us.
With regards to the salary has a component within the metric system.
Okay.
So when the salaries are prepared, printed, then we will take it to the audit. Mm-hmm. After taking the
what do you take to the audit?
The documents.
What documents? Mr. Bayu,
salary documents.
Mr. Bayu was just speaking like a layperson.
The salary documents.
What are the salary documents? There's nothing like salary documents.
Yes. The salary vouchers.
Simple.
The salary vouchers would be taken to the audit.
You have a degree in accounting.
Yes, they would prepare.
You have a degree in accounting.
Yes.
Friend.
So when we take it.
No, just wait a minute.
Yes.
So speak like an accountant.
Okay, no problem.
If you're worth your salt, then speak like an accountant.
So can I go now?
Yes, go on.
Yeah, so when we prepare the salary vouchers, we will take them to audit. When the auditors certify them and stamp, then we will take the documents to the office of the director.
Yes.
And give the documents to the director.
Yes.
So
you are saying we. Now tell us who these we are that you're referring to, what their role is, what do they do, or if it is just you are referring to yourself as we, then let that be clear.
Yes. Me.
As the
senior accounts clerk.
No, as the rates and tax manager.
Yes, responsible of.
No, there is no responsibility that you have. It is not in your letter, but by operation they gave you the responsibility.
Yes.
But the operation says otherwise.
Yes.
Go.
So I will take the documents, the payment, salary vouchers to audit. After audited, then I will take them to the office of the director.
Yes.
And give them the director. So he would be the one.
Director of Finance.
The director of finance.
Alaji Jeng.
Yes.
Okay.
So he would be the one doing the consultation with regards to checking which accounts has money or not.
Right.
Yes, and any additions to what is going to be withdrawn would be done by him.
Yes.
Yes. So
once it is cleared.
When it is clear, then he would call anyone to prepare, to raise the checks.
Checks.
Yes.
Checks with what? What will accompany these checks?
Yes, that is the problem with regards to when he does his mathematics with regards to the salaries. I will not know what he adds as like any other person. So he will tell you, write this check, this amount on this check, write this amount on this check, then you go and cash it. When you go and cash the check, the amounts, you come to his office, reconcile the amount that you brought from the...
Now, Mr. Jeng, Mr. Bah, sorry.
Yes.
For all the 11,470,351 bullets, you have raised vouchers for this.
Yeah, the salary vouchers would be raised.
Have you raised vouchers, you, Mr. Bah,
Yes.
for these withdrawals?
I don't understand what you mean by...
You had told the commission
Yes.
that you will have to raise salary vouchers,
Yes.
payment vouchers.
Yes.
Now I'm asking whether you have done that in these
Yes.
withdrawals.
Yes.
You said in your statement, turn to the second page of your statement. Please read the first paragraph.
Most of the said withdrawals are related to salary payments. I didn't see any voucher relating to any of the withdrawals, but
Yes.
I'm sure that the withdrawals are attributed to salary.
Yes.
Yes, that was when I came to the...
The financial unit.
No,
Of the
not the financial unit, the investigation.
Yes.
Yes, so what they told me was they were looking at the withdrawals with regards to those amounts and telling me to produce a voucher that corresponds with that.
Yes.
I told them, no, you cannot see any corresponding document with regards to these withdrawals. Why? Because what the amounts that the director would add,
Yes.
you will not be privy to it. So he would just come and tell you to write your name, the amount this, amount that. Sometimes you can be breaking down into 2, 3, 4 different checks. So
Go ahead.
in that case, you will not be able to attribute that to any direct voucher. Yes, because these are amounts that he would add together.
Yes.
So, and you will not be privy to that information that this is what he adds,
Yes.
or to whether he added the voucher for EcoBank and
Yeah.
Trust Bank together. So
Yes.
that's what I told them.
So you
That-
are saying,
Yes.
go ahead if you
So in that case, I told them, it would be very difficult for you to link these withdrawals
Yes.
direct to a specific voucher, because how he does it, he would be the only person to explain
No.
that, because we will not be in the situation to explain that, because when he is doing the calculations, we will not be present.
It's important. What you have said here is very important.
Yes.
Now we will come to that.
Yes.
But then you raised the vouchers first.
Yes.
You have said that.
Yes.
You raised vouchers first.
Yes.
It goes all the way to the finance director, CEO, round circles, and then come back to finance director. And then the finance director will make some additions. Is that what you're saying?
Additions with regards. Yes, he would be the one who would add the amounts that would be withdrawn.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, when he made those additions,
Yes.
that means your original voucher had been altered.
Yes, because in that case, you will not know if he adds
Yes.
all the cash payments plus some of the vouchers within the banks that does not have money that
Yes.
needs depositing before salary payment.
Yes.
Yes. So
Now, you
in
have
that
to
case,
add-
you will not know exactly which amount and which amount does he add
Yes.
to lead you to that amount.
Yes.
Yes, so that is the problem.
So, for instance,
That's
the
what
voucher
that's what I told them, that you cannot directly link any voucher to these withdrawals.
You've already said that beautifully.
Yes.
And as far as you're concerned, if the voucher you have raised, you, Mr. Bah, is, let's say, $500,000 for salaries. Let's assume. I'm not saying that's the amount.
Yes.
Then it goes to the CEO, director, back and forth.
Yes.
The CEO comes with a figure of 1.5 million. That's an alteration of what you have prepared. And so that addition that you are referring to, you don't know, you can't attribute it to any voucher.
Yes.
That's what you are saying.
Yes.
Now, why do you, and you're giving a check of 1.5 million, correct? This is a hypothesis.
Yes.
I'm just trying to paint a picture here of what you are explaining.
Yes, what I'm explaining here is...
No, just follow my explanation. If I'm wrong, just correct me so that we understand.
Yes.
You will raise a voucher of $500,000 for salaries, for instance.
Yes.
Do you follow?
Council, can you please check whether
Yes. Yes, I think it's back. Thank you. Now, what I was saying is in relation to what the story you were explaining. If I get you right, you said that when you prepare the vouchers, it is sent to the Director of Finance and the CEO for them to just scrutinize and check. Correct?
Yes.
And at some point, the Director of Finance will now make additions, which you will not know where you can't account for.
Yes. In this case, we have salaries going direct to the bank.
Yes.
And those paid on the counter.
Yes.
Yes. So everything is taken to the office of the director.
Yes. You will factor in both the salaries paid in cash, that is over the counter,
yes,
and the ones that are paid through the banks.
Yes.
In you preparing the vouchers,
yes,
you will do that.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And of course, you have the payroll in preparing salaries.
Yes.
You will have the payroll in preparing salaries.
Yes.
I want to hear that, yes. If
yes.
And then, once you prepare the salaries, it goes to the authorities, the Director of Finance and the CEO.
Yes.
But you are saying at the level of the Director of Finance, there's always an addition.
No, not what I mean is, it's not. He would be the one to consult the various banks that the salaries would be going to. Let's say he will check on whether Trust Bank has money, Eco Bank, Guarantee Trust Bank, FI Bank, and all the other banks, Access and all those banks. So if they have money or not, so that he would be the one to know that.
Mr. But the voucher will not, listen, just hear me out.
Yes.
You always have the time to see what you want to say.
Okay.
So the voucher will not say that this particular voucher must be raised, that the check that must be signed must go to EcoBank or FBN Bank or Zenith Bank or GT Bank. The voucher will not say that. The voucher that you will raise will only state the amounts that are supposed to be paid, the individuals supposed to be paid.
No,
is that not the case?
No.
Is that not the case? And checks will now be drawn against those.
Yeah, the checks would be drawn against the amounts that are added together.
Yes.
Within the various banks that don't have money. Yes.
So whether it's from Zenith Bank or FBN Bank or GT Bank, that has nothing to do with the voucher that is raised. The voucher has only to do with the payroll. Is that accurate? Is that a fair statement?
No.
Okay, please explain to me.
What I'm trying to explain here is, when we take the documentations, everything would be prepared.
Yes.
EcoBank, its own voucher.
Yes.
FI Bank, its own voucher. GT Bank, its own voucher. all the various banks that the staffs are, whose salaries would be going to.
Yes,
Yes, and the cash salaries.
of course.
Yes. So when we take that to the office of the director,
Yes.
so what happens is, he would be the one to be consulting the various banks
Yes.
as to which bank has money that can, whether that voucher can be paid to that bank directly or
Yes.
not. So what he does is, when he verifies all those banks, so when he finishes, so he's the one who adds up the cash, the total cash to be withdrawn, plus the other various amounts that would be withdrawn to be taken to other banks. So that would be
The bottom line is there will still be a voucher for salaries that you have prepared.
yes,
That one will exist.
yes, that one would exist.
So you have said in your statement that you could not trace those vouchers.
No. What I said was, he told me to check on the withdrawal list of, let's say, 900,000, to link that to a specific voucher. That's what I told him is not possible.
You can do that. The period that you prepare the voucher, if it is for May salaries, the amount of the vouchers that you have prepared for May 2018 or 2019, you produce them.
Yes, what I did was, I was telling them these are the vouchers. This is for Supersonics, this is for Reliance, this is the voucher for. But what
Mr. Ba.
But what he wanted.
Sorry, Mr. Ba.
Yes.
We are not understanding your evidence.
Yeah.
And I believe you know exactly what council is asking you. What we want to see is that there is a system of withdrawal from the banks.
Yes.
And you were asked to produce or to provide evidence to show that these are monies paid as salary or other activities of the council. And for every other activity of the council, whether it is for the payment of goods and services, you must raise vouchers to that effect.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And this merry-go-rounding of these payments to different banks is not tenable, because if you prepare a voucher and you know what is in your payroll, you know the people that are paid in specific banks, you know how much is paid over the counter, you know it is clearly also provided for in the financial manual. If you are supposed to pay over the counter, what you're supposed to do. If you are supposed to pay to the bank, the process and procedure is also very clearly stated in your financial manual. So what we are asking is that we have not seen the evidence supporting these withdrawals as form of salary or other expenditure. That is the question that we are asking, so that we will be able to trace where the money is gone to. If you say it's salary, for instance, you withdrew, I'm just giving you an example. In 2018, you withdrew, 28th of February 2018, you withdrew the sum of 479,631.50. The same 28th of February 2018, you withdrew 177,444.19 butus. The same 28th of February 2018, you withdrew the sum of 400,000.
Yes, that's what I was explaining. You know, when we take the vouchers to him, when he adds up the amounts that are supposed to be withdrawn, he will not tell us actually which amount and which amount he asked to give you that amount of, let's say, 800 and something. So when we come to prepare the checks, he will tell you, write this check 400,000, this one 440. So that's what I want explaining to the guys that it will be very difficult.
So now let me understand you, because we are trying to understand your evidence.
Yes.
So what you are telling us, in other words, is that when you prepare a voucher, you go, he instructs you to write a check, which is up and above what you have prepared. You don't know how he arrives at instructing you to write a check of 400,000 or 177,000 or 479,000. You wouldn't know how
Yes,
he
yes.
arrived.
I wouldn't know how he arrives with regards to adding all those amounts to that amount.
Yes, but
Yes, so
Mr.
that's what that
Yeah,
was what I was saying.
Yes.
So
but
that's
Mr.
what I told them, that it would be difficult.
Just wait.
Yes,
But Mr. Bahia,
yes.
you are the accountant. You are supposed to guide, even though the finance director went through the same process. But you are supposed to make sure that whatever check they are asking you to write, you have the supporting documents. Is that not the case? Is that not your role?
Yes, it is my role, but
No, just let us get this straight. Is it not your responsibility that if you are instructed to write a check of which you don't have a corresponding voucher, is it not your responsibility to go back to your office and make sure that you have the correct corresponding voucher for the check that you are writing and of which you are instructed to write in your own name?
yes, it is my responsibility. But in this case, it doesn't go like that.
So you just take instructions.
You just take instructions. Write this.
Council, you may proceed.
Yes.
Now, so let's, as the senior accounts clerk, but in 2018 you were the admin, correct? Do you agree? You were the rates and tax manager in 2018
Yes,
to 2021.
yes.
Now, the vouchers that you prepare for salaries, when are they prepared normally?
They are prepared between from the 20, most of the time from 23rd going up to the 29th, depending on the time.
Now I need you to increase your voice.
Yes, it depends on the time that you are instructed to prepare the salaries.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So again, in preparing these vouchers for all these withdrawals, you are saying you would have prepared vouchers for it. You would have prepared vouchers. Let's say, for instance, 2018, February, April, May, June, you would have had vouchers that you have prepared. You, Mr. Ba.
Yes.
Are you saying yes? If you say yes, I'm going to ask you to find it and bring it. You will have prepared salary vouchers for the month of February, for the month of April, May, June, 2018?
Yes, yes.
Have you prepared vouchers for this period?
Vouchers for?
For these withdrawals, for the salaries?
Yes.
Yes.
Not the direct amounts that are withdrawn. What I'm telling you is the amounts that are withdrawn cannot be linked directly to vouchers because of the
amounts that you withdraw, will they be the same amount that you would have prepared? You have prepared that the salaries for the month of February would be $900,000.
It can be more than that.
No, we're just assuming.
Yeah,
I don't even know how much.
It can be more than that because
Give me a figure. Since you don't know what an example is, now give me a figure, we go by the figure.
It can be more than...
Give me any figure.
It can be more than 1 million plus.
Just give me one figure. Because the reason why I'm asking is not in relation to the exact figure. I am asking in relation to the process. But
yes.
If we can go by your own figure.
It can be 2 million.
Let's go by $2 million.
Yes. So what?
Mr. Ba, I am not concerned about the exact figure now.
Yes.
I am giving you an example.
Yes.
I want to understand the process.
Yes.
That you were following. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now let's say it's $2 million.
Yes.
For February 2018. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Regardless of the fact that what you have prepared and what the Director of Finance gave you in relation to the banks that you're supposed to withdraw these monies from, maybe the individuals are being paid through EcoBank and FI Bank, but you have been given a check for GT Bank and so on and so forth. But it will still have to be the same amount, correct? What you must withdraw must be the same amount for the salary for the month.
That's what I'm telling you. That is, well, in that case, I will not be in a position to tell you because...
No. I am saying
Yes.
you were preparing salaries.
Yes.
We are assuming that for the month of February 2018, the salary should be $2 million. Going by your calculation as the accounts clerk or city accounts clerk at the time for that period,
Yes.
that month.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Now, when you are preparing that voucher, you prepare the voucher against the payroll. Is that not the case?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
And if the amount is $2 million for February 2018, it doesn't matter whether your Department of Finance is giving you a check from GT Bank or Eco Bank or 15 checks, the amount must be $2 million. It should be $2 million for the salaries.
Yes, it should be 2 million, but I don't think that is how it is done.
Please speak louder.
I don't think that is how it is done.
No, I know
Yes.
how it is done. We will come to that.
Yes.
But this is how it's supposed to be done, right?
That's how it is.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
So that when you are going to the bank, then you know, regardless of the bank you are going to, the amount you are going to withdraw should be $2 million because that is what you need for the salary. So if the amount is more than what you have prepared, should you withdraw that?
What I'm now, what
No,
I'm
if
telling
the amount is more
Yes.
than what you have prepared, should you withdraw that? Answer the question and then you explain.
no, I should not withdraw.
Why?
Because that's more than what is supposed to be paid for the salary.
But this will happen quite frequently. Is that not the case?
Well, I cannot say that because.
But you cannot trace the...
Because I cannot say that that is how it, because I would not know what and what would he ask to give you that figure. Because for me, what I know is when we bring the vouchers, give to him.
If the amount is more than what the salary is for February 2018, should you withdraw that amount?
If I know, no.
No, you know already because you prepared the voucher. You prepared the salaries for the month of February 2018. Now you know exactly how much should be paid in salaries.
Yeah, well, when we prepare the salaries, actually, what we do, we don't calculate actually how much that is done.
Now
by
go to
him.
the final. Let me ask you to be given the financial money.
Counsel, please listen to what he said.
Go ahead.
He
Go ahead.
said they don't prepare actuals. So let him explain that.
No,
Let him
proceed
declare.
with that.
I'm not saying we are not. What I say is, when we prepare the salaries, we will not be there to calculate actually the total amount. We would take them to the audit. When they audit the vouchers, salary vouchers, we would take it to the office of the director. So he would be the responsible of calculating the total salaries because I think he prepares a summary of all the banks, the amounts, calculate, then the cash, calculate, and that would
Mr. Bah,
Yes.
are you sure you studied accounting? You sure you went to UTG?
Yes,
You had a degree?
yes,
Are you sure? Did you graduate?
yes.
I'm beginning to doubt that. But
No, I'm telling you what is happening. I'm telling you what is happening.
what you are saying doesn't make sense, my friend.
But that is how it is.
But it doesn't make sense. Was it making
as
sense?
As what that is doesn't make sense. That is what is happening.
Do you agree it doesn't make sense? What was happening
Yes.
made no sense.
It made no sense, but that was what was happening.
You had a degree. You were educated.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So if you don't see the problem, we see the problem. You knew what you were saying made no sense. What you were doing made no sense. Now, let me give you the financial manual.
Yes.
Then we will come back to this topic. Mr. But the problem with you is not only where you withdrawing monies without following due process, which we will have to discuss, but even when you were no longer the accounts clerk or the chief accounts clerk, you were still making withdrawals. And that's what I really don't understand. Do you have the financial manual with you? Now turn to page 13. You will see section 206 regarding the duties of the senior accounts clerk. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Can you please read?
The senior accounts clerk is responsible for carrying out, with minimal supervision, accounting and associated duties as stipulated below.
Go ahead.
Confirmation of vouchers prepared and checked and passed by the accounts clerks.
Do you do that?
No.
Next.
Verification of the posting made in the subsidiary books, record and document by the accounts clerks.
Do you do that? You don't?
No.
Go ahead.
Updating the establishment register and personal advance and deposits records.
What is the establishment register?
Establishment register is the names of all the staffs.
Why is it important?
It is important to be updating as to those who are supposed to go for it. You will be able to monitor, the admin would be able to monitor those who are supposed to go for retirement.
So you as accounts clerk, why is that important to you?
Yes, it is important because it would help us to know those who are no longer in the system so that we can do.
You know who you pay and who you do not pay?
Yes.
And how much you pay them?
Yes.
And you said you don't even know the total. That's what you said to the commission. So whatever you prepare, you must know how much it is for the month. Correct?
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
So if you say here that you don't know the total, does that seem as if you were doing your job correctly?
No, it was.
Why would you not do your job correctly then?
Well, it is a system that you found and.
The system that you guys created. But move ahead. Proceed.
Yes, so.
Proceed to D, paragraph D.
D, preparation of salary vouchers of established staff.
Do you see that?
Yes,
And you were doing that?
yes,
Were you preparing the vouchers
yes.
for salaries for the month?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Preparation of purchase orders.
Proceed.
Posting of entries in the expenditure control statement.
Do you have an expenditure control statement? Did you keep an expenditure control statement?
That must be in the control of the director, not us.
You do not keep an expenditure control statement as a senior accounts clerk?
No.
Good. Proceed.
Scrutiny of bills, checks, etc. before final payment.
How do you scrutinize bills and checks before final payment?
Well, definitely that you, because all the checks.
How do you, now we are talking about what should happen.
Yes.
How do you scrutinize bills and checks before payment?
By them passing through the stages of going through audit and all those. all
We
the
need
necessary-
you to increase your voice and explain to us what your duties were as per the law. How do you scrutinize bills and checks before final payment?
Well, definitely I don't scrutinize checks because checks are not.
No, how were you supposed to scrutinize checks first? I haven't reached to the point where I will ask you
Yes.
whether you were doing that.
Yes. When the checks are prepared, it should be taken to the audit for them to verify, and after that, we compare the checks with regards to the vouchers prepared before taking them for signatures.
Good. This you knew before?
No.
No, that's not true.
No.
That's not true.
That-
What was your qualification in 2018?
I had my A-level, O-level, and business studies diploma.
My friend, tell us, speak louder, please. Increase your voice. I'm asking about your qualification.
Yes.
But was it in 2018?
Yes, I had my diploma in business studies.
You see? 2019?
The same,
2020?
the same,
When did you graduate from UTG?
2022.
You see? All this period that you were making these withdrawals, you knew that this was the right thing to do. That you cannot just withdraw a check, be given a check of any amount, and you did not scrutinize the check. Especially as a senior accounts clerk. You had explained to the commission that what you will prepare and what you will be given is totally different. That's why you can't identify a payment voucher against the withdrawals. Is that not what you said earlier?
Yes.
But if you had scrutinized the checks, would you have been able to do that?
No.
You would have been able to do that if you had scrutinized the checks.
Yes, it will.
Why did you not scrutinize these checks before payment?
Because it is in the circumstance and the way you are giving the checks.
What was the circumstance?
Because you will just be called and told that sometimes you will even come and find the check written already in your name and signed.
Without any voucher.
Without any voucher.
You see, so when you said you were raising vouchers, that was not true. You were not raising adequate supporting documents for the withdrawals. That is a hard fact.
No, we are raising the vouchers for the salaries.
I'm being very much specific to you, Mr. Ba. You were not raising specific vouchers for the salaries.
No, what I mean is, with regards to the vouchers, with regards to printing, preparation of salaries, we will prepare everything.
And we will ask you
to
produce all the vouchers you have prepared for the period, for the 2018, February 2018.
Yes,
April 2018, May 2018, and June 2018. Can you do that? Is that possible?
Unless I check with the...
Forget the unless. Your job is to provide
I have to check with the document.
I know. Can you provide the vouchers for these amounts? Do they exist?
No, what I'm telling you is, when I bring the vouchers...
Forget, now I'm the one asking you.
Yes.
Forget the withdrawals.
Yes.
Forget the idea that they do not correspond with the amount. For instance,
yes,
on the 28th of February 2018,
yes,
you made 2 withdrawals.
Yes.
One is for $479,631.50. Yes. The other is $177,444.19 bututs. Were all these for salaries?
Yes.
It's for salaries?
Yes.
Now we need you to provide us with the vouchers that you have prepared for this month.
That's what I'm telling you. If you check on that exact amount.
I am not checking for the exact amount.
You will not see the corresponding voucher.
I am not asking you for the exact amount. Mr. Ba?
Yes.
Mr. Ba? I'm not asking you for this exact amount. I'm asking you for the salary vouchers you have prepared.
Okay. Okay.
For 2018.
Okay.
For salary.
Okay.
And remember, the amount that you have prepared must correspond with the payroll. Okay. For the period.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
So we need you to provide us with the voucher for February 2018. Write that down.
Council is actually 3 vouchers, and the last one is 400,000.
Oh. Yes. The last one is $400,000.
And they are all the same date, that is to 28.
28. Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson.
February, yeah?
The month of February, you made 3 withdrawals from the accounts. Yes. The first is $479,631.50 bututs. The second, $177,444.19 bututs. The third is $400,000. But we need you to provide us with the vouchers that you have prepared for the month of February 2018.
Salaries, yes.
Vouchers for salaries.
Vouchers for salaries.
Again, on the 27th of April 2018, you made a withdrawal of $240,273.35. What was that for?
240,273.35.
27th of April 2018 from Zenith Bank.
What's the amount?
27th April 2018, $240,273.35. Let me ask you that you be given a copy of this statement.
$240,000.
$240,273.35. I will ask
Sorry, Mr. Bojan, can you check on the table for whether you have a copy of the summary of withdrawals to avail the witness? Is this document? Yeah. Yes.
Do you follow?
Yes.
Now, Mr.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Were you on also?
Sorry, Council. Can you recheck? I think for this 28th of February 2018, I think this, our mandate is from May 2018. So can you tell him to proceed to check 31st of May 2018? There are two withdrawals.
Thank you very much. Yes.
And then it goes on to 2019.
Now, Mr. Ba, let's start with May 2018. Your first withdrawal on the 31st was $12,500. You see that?
Yes.
For Zenith Bank.
Yes.
What was that for? Salary?
No, that was not salary.
Okay.
That was a payment voucher.
And you will have the payment voucher with you? You can find it out?
Unless I charge it.
You have to produce it.
Okay.
You also have $50,000, 31st May 2018. Was that for salary as well?
No.
That's not for salary.
No.
Can you produce the vouchers?
I have to search for it.
But Mr. Ba, my problem is, in your statement, you had said that you could not specifically produce the salary vouchers. But why did you not produce these vouchers then?
No, they were specific. It's like they were specific to the withdrawals of the salaries.
No, that's not true.
So
That's not true. You were asked all these withdrawals.
No.
But now, that's okay. Now you'll be given an opportunity
Okay.
to produce the vouchers for these withdrawals.
Okay.
On the 14th of June 2018, you had a withdrawal of $200,000. Was that for salary? That cannot be for salary. That cannot be for salary. Correct?
No.
Please increase your voice.
No.
Yes, so what was that for? Do you know?
Unless I check with
Do you have vouchers? Did you prepare vouchers? Were you sure you have prepared vouchers for this?
I'll have to verify.
No. Have you been withdrawing without vouchers?
No.
All your withdrawals were accompanied with payment vouchers?
Except with regards to the salaries.
No. Mr. Ba.
Yes.
Each time they write a check in your name, you have prepared a voucher for that, and there is a voucher that exists for this withdrawal. Is that what you're saying? But you'll be asked to produce them.
Yes. Sometimes they would be adding 2 or 3, 4 vouchers for payments that they would calculate. And
They are still vouchers.
Yes.
Were vouchers duly raised and authorized for you to make withdrawals? That you have given a check for Zenith Bank, the amount says $50,000. Do you see the corresponding voucher?
Yes.
You see it?
Yes.
Then you produce it.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Can you produce it?
Yes. You'll have to be.
Can you produce the vouchers?
I'll check them in the.
Your friends came and they admitted there were no vouchers. You are saying there are vouchers. You must produce the vouchers. You have to. Because you had an exercise with a financial consultant. You could not produce any voucher.
Yes.
Now you are saying that you were only asked with respect to salaries. You were asked to make verification for all these withdrawals.
Council, what we went through was with regards to the salaries.
Mr. But
So that's what I'm telling you.
That's now not
like
a problem.
All the other vouchers. What
Wait a
they were
minute.
giving me was
Let me help you out.
link the amounts withdrawn with regards to the salary vouchers. So that was what I was.
Sorry, Mr.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, Mr. Ba.
Yes.
I don't think anybody is quarreling here.
Yes. No, I'm not.
No, listen.
Yes.
You are expected to observe decorum.
Okay.
When the council speaks, you listen to him. When he finishes, you can answer and you can explain.
Okay.
And we will give you the opportunity to elaborate and explain. Any of the questions that you don't understand, he will rephrase the question to the extent that you understand what he is asking. All right?
Okay.
So we please listen to each other.
Okay.
Now,
Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Ba, if your evidence is that you were only asked about the salary vouchers, we will still refer you back. And this time is in the open. The idea now is for you to produce all these vouchers, whether they are salaries or not, for every withdrawal. is it very clear to you now?
Yes.
Oh, I need to hear the yes.
Yes.
Can you do that? Can you have produced the vouchers?
No, I cannot.
You cannot. Why?
Because I will not be able to trace all the amounts that they were adding together. And
No, forget the adding together with respect to the salaries.
Yes.
Now I am talking about all the withdrawals. Your problem is that you want to be smart. But you see, we are dealing with,
I'm not.
we are dealing with book.
I'm not asking.
We are dealing with documentation.
Yes.
The issue with documents is they speak for themselves. If they exist, you produce them, it will be very clear, yes, there were salary vouchers prepared or payment vouchers prepared. It will be very clear. And we will agree with you and we will move to other issues. But where they do not exist, you tell us you don't see them and they don't exist. We know that is the circumstances that we found ourselves and we move on as well. But if you say that you have the vouchers, you will have to produce the vouchers.
No, what I'm trying to explain to
Do
you.
you have the vouchers?
No, the vouchers are not with me.
Simple. Can you produce the vouchers?
No, I cannot produce.
As simple as that. So you did not prepare, see vouchers that are prepared for these withdrawals. Is that what the evidence is now? That vouchers did not accompany these checks?
No.
Why was it difficult to say that?
No, because what we were concentrating us was with regards to the salaries and how the salaries are being drawn and prepared. That was what I was explaining to you.
Forget about that now.
Yes.
I want to know that when you went to the bank to withdraw $50,000, this amount was withdrawn. Did you prepare a payment voucher for this? Or was it prepared and you have scrutinized payment voucher? You, Mr. Ba, asked the accounts clerk so that you don't just not get a check, an empty naked check and go straight to the bank and make withdrawals.
No, because, yes.
You see,
Yes.
life is simple when you say that.
Because what happens is where they will tell you that these are payments, there are payments that should be done. We have many vouchers that are supposed to be paid and they are
But
not
you will
paid.
not see the vouchers.
Yes, so they will tell me that.
So why were you telling the commission that there were vouchers that you prepared for this payments? When you know only checks were given to you?
No, that was with regards to the salaries.
Forget about the salary for now. The salary we had said clearly with respect to the salary, you will produce for every payment that is tied to a salary as far as you're concerned, you will have to produce the vouchers you prepared because you made the withdrawals. But for the ones that are not for salaries, you had said you were only given a check. Is that your evidence?
Yes, I will be giving the check. Others would be accompanied with.
Without any supporting document?
Some would have, some would not have, because some of them would be accumulated vouchers that are added together.
Do you see those accumulated vouchers?
Sometimes I see, sometimes I don't.
Did you prepare those vouchers?
No, sometimes I will not prepare. Yes.
Now, for the ones you have prepared, you want to see the ones you prepared. See, it only helps you.
Yes.
The ones you have prepared, if you produce them, they may not count against your liability. But if the ones you cannot, if you do not produce any voucher, it appears as if all your withdrawals are unlawful. So, be it as it may, we still have to know. But if you're honest, as well, it helps us. So now let me move on. There is also 8 November 2019, sorry, 9th July 2019, an amount of $175,000 that you have withdrawn. That's not for salary. Correct? From Zenith Bank. That's not for salary.
No, that's not for salary.
Will you have a voucher for that?
It might be. It can be the allowance for the.
Will you have a voucher for that?
Unless I go through it, but I don't.
8 November 2019, $400,000. Will you have a voucher? But this is not for salary as well. Will you have a voucher for this?
A specific voucher directly, no.
There has to be a specific voucher for this withdrawal. It's 8 November, my friend. It's not salary time.
It can be salaries because sometimes salaries would go up to the following month.
That's fine. Get
Yes,
us
because-
the necessary vouchers.
Because sometimes when they apply,
That's not a problem. Get us the necessary voucher.
they're applying for no. What I mean is with regards to the salaries. When
I'm just telling you,
yes.
I understand that.
Yes.
Just get us the necessary voucher. It will do the talking. Now you have seen that you have made the withdrawal from Zenith Bank. We need to know why you have made those withdrawals. You know why it's important?
Yes.
If you proceed to reading the duties of the senior accounts clerk, which you held at the time, at one point, you go to start reading from I. You see postings of the cash book daily, but you don't do this. Why are you keeping a cash book?
No.
Why are you posting to any cash book?
No.
Why?
Because it was in the accounting package. The vouchers created in the system.
As a senior accounts clerk, you do not keep a cash book?
Me directly, no.
I'm talking to you directly.
Yes, no.
Yes, sorry. Then, how do you keep records of the receipts you issue for and on behalf of the Director of Finance? Because you have stated so in your statement.
Yeah, he has his receipt book. When they prepare the...
No, that is not what you said in your statement. You said you issue receipts for and on behalf of the Director General,
yes,
to the collectors.
No. Not
to who do you issue these receipts to?
It's the cashier. The cashier has a cash book.
Yes.
That he would do the entries for the transactions of all the collectors that have submitted.
Yes.
So when they take that to the auditors, when they audit,
Yes.
so the Director of Finance is supposed to write a receipt against that month.
Yes.
It is done on a monthly basis. So he would give me the GTR to write that amount and paste it on the cash book.
So now,
Yes.
at what time were you issuing these receipts that the Director of Finance was supposed to issue?
It is when the auditors take the book, the main cashier's cash book, and audit them. Then he would give me the receipt book. I would do the receipting, because after that it would be posted into the system.
So now, yes. you as senior accounts, or is it as a acting finance manager? Were you doing this when you were the acting finance manager?
Yes, that was, yes.
So now, the receipt books he gives to you, how do you reconcile?
No, I just have to write the amount and break it down into the various revenue heads. After that, I take receipt, cut the original receipt, attach it on the cashier's book, and return the book back to him.
Mr. Ba, maybe I'm not putting the question rightly.
Yes.
This receipting that you do,
Yes.
the receipt book that you take from the Director of Finance,
Yes.
you do agree that he himself will have to sign the CRBR indicating that he has this GTR for purposes of auditing. Is that correct?
Yes.
So now, at what point does he give you that GTR receipt book? And at what point do you resubmit that GTR receipt book back to him?
The moment I write the receipt and attach it to the cash book of the cashier,
You know why I'm asking?
I return the book back to
You know
the
why
director.
I'm asking?
Yes.
It's because some of the collectors
Yes.
have GTR receipts that are not signed by the principal cashier, Canton Kante. There are signatures that are different from Canton Kante that we find on the GTRs. This is why I'm asking. And what authority do you have to do that? Whether when the Director of Finance was giving it to you, he wrote you a memo. Because there is an implication in that. Because for all we can assume at some point is that you may even have your own GTR receipt book. Or the Director of Finance can give you a GTR receipt book that is not entered in the CRBR if you don't check. Is that not a possibility?
It can be a possibility.
Is that not a possibility?
It can be a possibility.
Answer properly in the...
It can be a possibility. But
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Ba,
Yes.
reading the role of the senior accounts clerk,
Yes.
please, you will see paragraph N, filing of all payment and receipt vouchers. Do you see this?
Yes.
Do you have this system as a senior accounts clerk, that you have the file for all the receipts and the vouchers as well?
No.
Why is that?
Because the filing of the vouchers were given, the assignment given to another, the accounts.
They were?
They were given to the accounts clerk to do.
But it's your role. It's your role as the senior accounts clerk at the time. So when you occupied the position of the rates manager, you were still expected to do this because you said that you were still paying salaries. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So again, we move ahead, Mr. Ba. For Zenith Bank in 2019, your withdrawals were $985,000 in 2019. But in 2019, you were rates manager. Is that accurate, sir?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So as rates manager in 2019, there was a senior accounts clerk. Correct? I am asking you a question.
Zenith Bank, 20.
You can confirm all these withdrawals if you doubt. Do you doubt these withdrawals? Do you want to confirm with the bank account? We have it here, bank statements.
No, I don't.
You don't what?
I don't doubt any. These withdrawals were made.
Yes, they were made.
Yes.
But you were not the accounts clerk at the time, or senior accounts clerk at the time. You were the rates manager and tax manager. Is that not the case?
Yes.
So, but you were authorized by the finance director,
Yes.
Mr. Jeng,
Yes.
and it was a verbal instruction,
Yes.
and you were in charge of salaries this period.
Yes.
But your statement, you said something different. You said in the first page, I know that it is the responsibility of the cashier to make payments, but sometimes when the cashier is not at work, I do step in and make payments. Most of the payment I made was check payments, which are always done in my name, and cash the money from the bank and do the payments. Is that not what you said?
Yes, that is what I'm telling you. With regards to these petty vouchers that are created that are supposed to be paid.
Yes.
Yes, so they would.
Now you say you only make these payments when the cashier, the paid out cashier is not present.
Yes.
But you have made several payments and several withdrawals. Are you saying for all these moments he was not present?
You know, sometimes they would just come.
Are you saying he was not present for all these moments, or you were just, he would be present, but they just prefer you to do the withdrawals and the payments?
Well, it can be that they would just prefer me.
It is not correct or true for you to say that when he's absent, you are called to make the withdrawals.
Yeah.
That's not correct.
You know.
Do you agree that's not true?
Yeah, it's not correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, at the time when I was very busy with my classes, so
yes.
What they were saying was that I'm not active doing the work. Mm-hmm. I'm not active at work at all. So those things must have been the case so that they, at least when I come they would engage me to be doing the work,
So when you come, they just sign a check and give it to you to go to the bank.
to be paying some of this.
Now, EcoBank,
Yes.
For May 2018, EcoBank. Do you follow? You can turn to the next page. You will see 30th of May 2018, cash withdrawal 171,750. Again,
So sorry, let me just, is it May 31st of,
30th EcoBank 2018.
you've gone to EcoBank?
Yes.
I just want to highlight to him that from the 31st of May 2018 to 16th of June 2018, the sum total that he withdrew was $402,500. Just to,
All right.
to make
Yes.
him note that sum.
Do you understand, sir? Have you heard?
Yes, I have.
That's a total that you have withdrawn for 2018 covering the mandate of the commission.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Now for EcoBank, May 2018, 30th of May 2018, their first withdrawal was 171,750. Is that for salaries? Did you prepare salaries for May 2018?
May 2018. No, at the time I had to pass the responsibility of preparing salaries to the accounts clerk. So
I don't understand.
I say at the point the preparation of salary was shifted from me, so I cannot actually.
When was it shifted from you?
I cannot actually.
When did you stop paying salaries?
With regards to salaries, I know.
With regards to salary, which year did you stop paying salaries?
2020.
2020
Yes.
was the last time you paid salaries.
Yes.
So for any withdrawal after 2020, it would not be for salary.
Yes.
So when you made a withdrawal for 2022, it's not for salaries.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay, fine. Now let's go back to the 2018. These withdrawals on the 9th of August 2018, you have $474,204.33 buttons. Did you raise a payment voucher for this withdrawal?
No.
Why? You was given a check? You were just given a check?
Yes.
And no payment voucher?
No.
Why did you do the withdrawal then? What were you withdrawing the money for?
It can be for salary?
Forget the it can be. This is on the 9th of August 2018.
Yeah,
You have no payment voucher, so you cannot speculate.
You know what I'm saying is because sometimes your salaries will go up to.
Forget the salaries. It can go all the way year round, the month round.
Yeah, sometimes.
The point is we need to see the evidence. Stop the speculation. You allowed yourself to be used as a tool to be withdrawing monies without following due process. But we want to know whether there were moments that you were following due process and when were you following due process or not. The idea is if you're just given a check, a blank check, without supporting document, do you think that's lawful?
No, that is.
That would be unlawful.
That would be.
So when you withdrew this amount, $474,204.33, that's unlawful. Because it didn't follow due process. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Increase your voice.
Yes.
So why did you do it? Why did you not ask them what the payment is for? If they were withdrawing this money to share it among themselves, would you know?
No.
Is that a possibility?
Well, I wouldn't like to speculate.
You wouldn't like to speculate? But you have been always speculating here, my friend. All your answers were speculations at some point. Now you don't want to speculate.
No.
Is it possible that the money that they withdrew at the time would not have gone to the right purpose? Because you don't see the voucher.
Yes.
Is that a possibility?
Yes.
So you knew it was a possibility. So why did you go and withdraw the money?
Well, if it is written in my name and I'm instructed to do it, I have no choice but to do it.
Says who? Says who?
But then, the status quo in
What?
councils is that
Yes?
you as a junior officer, they are not challenging your authorities. And those are some of the things that when you do, you will be penalized unnecessarily for things that.
How? Have you seen that happen? Have you seen someone they have penalized for not following instructions? Even if they are unlawful? Even if they are not correct?
No, because if you are told to do this and you don't do it,
They victimize you.
Yeah, they victimize you.
By giving us examples of how they victimize the staff sometimes for not following.
Yeah, because they can just take the responsibility away from you without even telling you.
But that's not even a responsibility in the first place.
Yes. So that's
not even a responsibility in the first place. So if they take it from you, salam, it's not even your responsibility in the first place. If you are referring to the unlawful withdrawals, that's not your responsibility. So how would they victimize you? You want to understand that. Because I believe what you are saying. The idea that you guys almost serve these people and see them as demigods, or if not, you'll be victimized, I believe that.
Because it's like in the councils, they have the power, absolute power. So it's either you do what you are told to do, or somebody else will do it, and you are left
Go
at
ahead,
the corner. So that was what even forced me to go and read.
That's important.
Yes, because in as much as you don't want to do some of the things, definitely you will not be, nothing will happen to you, but you will just be somehow abandoned. Any promotions that comes, and even people will be promoted above you. Because Suso was promoted above me.
You come again?
Because Suso was promoted above me.
Suso?
Yes.
And you senior Suso?
Yeah.
You were there?
I was a senior accounts clerk when Suso was an accounts clerk.
That's Lyman Suso?
Yes.
Why do you think he was promoted before you?
Well.
No, just be honest. There is no one that can victimize you now. Now you can speak your mind so that you can save other employees that are there and in other institutions as well.
Yes.
Why do you think he was promoted before you? Do you think he was dancing to the tune?
That is it. That's it.
No, I am referring to what you thought at the time. It's important what your opinion is. Regardless of it being an opinion or not, it's very important to this proceeding.
Yes.
Do you think he was doing what they wanted him to do?
Yes.
That is why he was promoted above you?
Yes.
So tell us about it.
Yes, because some of the time when I'm told things to do, I would ask and challenge. So, and in that case, when this position came up, he was recommended and I wasn't.
Okay.
Yes. Because I was like termed as that strong-headed person or who likes to argue with his superiors and all those things. So, because sometimes I feel if you want to do some things to me that I don't want to do, I will challenge, and if that happens.
Can you give an example of some of the things that probably you thought were not right, you had to really ask questions or probably challenge, and then you feel?
Yes, because when we started confiscating these books from the collectors, when I was told that I should not be doing that, I told, why shouldn't I do it? Because this is the right thing. We should not allow the collectors to be doing what they are not supposed to be doing. But then,
okay, can you give another example that you can think of? Now, when you had your degree, were you promoted subsequently?
yes, that was last year.
You and Suso, is Suso Did you go to the university? Do you know?
No.
You don't know about that.
I don't know.
But who was more qualified at the time when he was promoted?
Well,
I mean, academic qualification.
I was.
You were. Please,
Mr.
please.
Mr. Bar, please
Yes,
speak
I
into
was.
the mic.
I was.
Yes.
You were.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now let's go back to the issue.
So, sorry, let me
Yeah.
just come in here. So, you have said they are so powerful. So, does it mean that if you cannot beat them, you have to join them? That is the circumstance you find yourself in Brikama.
Yes.
Please speak into the mic.
Yes.
I did not hear.
Yes.
So, because they are the law unto themselves, so you have to toe their line, or else you will pay the consequence. Is that what you said?
Yes.
All right, you may proceed.
Now, Mr. Ba, just to be clear, you are referring to the finance director and the CEO.
Yes.
And who else? Who do you think runs the area council in your time?
The, C-
Become area council.
the CEO,
The CEO. Okay, and
the director,
the
director,
which director
finance.
of finance? Now, EcoBank, again, we were discussing. You had several withdrawals, and
Yes.
on the 9th, you withdrew for $750,000 in addition to the $474,204 reports. That's the 9th. Were you presented with any payment voucher for this?
No.
You were not. So you will time this withdrawal as an unlawful withdrawal because it didn't follow due process?
Yes.
The same date, the 9th, there was another $750,000 that you withdrew. Is it the same fate? There were no supporting documents?
That's what I'm telling you. If they are,
I'm sorry, I had to go through this to get the picture clear. I
Yes.
know you've already said yes, but that's for the generality.
yes. So because that's what I'm telling you. If it is with regards to the salaries, so they would break it. They will be writing it into the checks.
Mr.
and
Barry,
you will have to-
Mr. Barry, these are particular sums for a
Yes.
particular check,
Yes.
whether it is for salary or no salary.
Yes.
You have told us clearly
Yes.
that he is asking you just to confirm, because based on what you have told us,
Yes.
there cannot be any voucher attached to
yes.
this withdrawal.
Yes. Yes.
So why do you want to waste our time? Because even if we give you time to go and check, which we have done, you cannot see a voucher.
No, you cannot see a direct
Yes,
voucher
so you
attached
just
to-
answer the question and we proceed.
Okay.
Thank you. Council, can you proceed?
So for the amount $750,000 on the 9th of August 2018, can you produce a voucher for this particular withdrawal?
No.
You cannot. You have the 1st of October 2018 as well, another amount $128,416.58. Would you be able to trace a voucher? Now, you have the statement with you. There are a series of withdrawals for the 1st of October 2018. You have the 12th as well, and you have the 29th of October 2018. Now, for EcoBank alone, your total withdrawals for 2018 from May 30th to the 3rd of December 2018 is about $6 $6,363,774 is 3 withdrawals. Do you think you will have a payment voucher for any of these withdrawals?
No.
No. And then that will mean these withdrawals are unlawful. They don't follow due process.
No.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Now, you will see that in the year 2019, January 2019, alone, all the way to December 2019, you have the list with you.
Yes.
Your total withdrawal was $237.36 bututs. So, for instance, the 2nd of January 2019, there was a cash withdrawal paid to you. And this is the issue with check. The check will say the money is paid to you.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So it appears as if the money is paid to you, Yaya.
Yes.
And in fact, the money was paid to you, Yaya.
Yes.
Now, this role of the supported document is to make sure the monies can be accounted for.
Yes.
But once monies are paid to you, you can no longer account for them.
No.
Because what do you do when you withdraw these monies?
You take them to the office of the director, reconcile with him.
And you leave.
And you leave.
The money is with him.
Yes. So
whatever he does with the money, you don't know.
So you are given the amount that is supposed to be paid for the cash, then you go and start paying those the counter.
Yes.
Then, yes.
So whatever amount is withdrawn, even if it is more than what was supposed to be paid for salary, you don't even question that.
No, because you will not know how much, what and what he added together. So
they added together.
So you will not even know whether it is more or less, because.
But then there's the problem. As an accounts clerk, you were supposed to know this.
Yes, but that was not how it was going.
Now, you have January 2nd, 2019. There's an amount of $300,000 is withdrawn. The same day, $313,557 is withdrawn. 3 buttons. Do you see that?
Yes. Yeah.
So you're saying for all these withdrawals, you, Yaya, you cannot provide a supporting document for us.
No.
Is that what your evidence is?
Yes.
And going by the financial manual, that would be unlawful. The withdrawals, if they are not supported, they will be unlawful.
Yes.
Because they didn't follow due process.
Yes.
Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Now turn to 2020. In 2020, and this again is for the EcoBank withdrawals you've done. In 2020, the 1st January 2020, 29th of January 2020, $500,000 was given to you, check. But the check wasn't accompanied by supporting documents?
No.
No. The same day, the check was paid in your name, $318,559.32 buttons. Was it accompanied with any supporting documents?
No.
And Mr. You don't have to say no if you think they are supporting documents.
Well, the problem is.
No. Go ahead.
Yes. The problem is, in this case, I will not be able to have the supporting documents because I will not know what he had to give you 500 plus 300 plus or 500.
I know.
Yes. So in that case, if I say there are supporting documents, then I'm not saying the truth.
Yes.
Because it is not done by me. It's done by somebody else. Just that the check is written in my name.
Yes.
So that is why
I appreciate your honesty.
Yes.
I'm just trying to avoid the scenario wherein you just feel, let me just get out of this place quickly.
No.
No, just wait a minute.